Virginia Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger, Colorado Congressman Jason Crow. A big thanks to both of you for joining me there in Washington. The seven of you wrote in this op-ed, and I'll read it for our listeners on Sirius Satellite Radio, and we'll put it on the screen for our viewers at home. This is just an excerpt. The President of the United States may have used his position to pressure a foreign country into investigating a political opponent, and he sought to use U.S. taxpayer dollars as leverage to do it. He allegedly sought to use the very security assistance dollars appropriated by Congress to create stability in the world, to help root out corruption, and to protect our national security interests for his own personal gain. Congressman Crow, you all lay out why this is such an important moment for this administration, for this country as well. Why do you think so many members of Congress, including Democrats, are still reluctant about pursuing impeachment?
Well, I can't speak for our colleagues. I can only speak for ourselves. You know, the seven of us have a history rooted in service to our country in defense of our nation and national security. And, you know, the allegations here are so shocking. You know, having a sitting president use his power, withhold foreign aid, potentially to obtain an advantage over a political rival is very shocking. And it's something that merits action and the use of all tools to get to the bottom of this. And that's what we came together to talk about. Congresswoman
Spanberger, what was the turning point for you?
The turning point for me was to hear these allegations, the allegations that a sitting U.S. president may have used his position and may have used foreign assistance security dollars as leverage to compel or pressure a foreign country to provide information, dig up dirt on a political rival. This is absolutely shocking in its nature, and I think it was important for us to step forward and say these allegations, if proven true, represent a departure from anything we've ever seen. They need the full attention of the U.S. Congress, and we need to be discussing how detrimental these allegations are to our country, to our elections, and to our national security.
Congressman Crow, I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to hear my previous conversation with Congressman Curbelo and former Congressman Curbelo and Congressman Jolly here, but this idea that the House could impeach but not refer that impeachment to the Senate for action. What say you to that idea?
You know, this can't be about politics. You know, all of us have sworn many oaths to the country. I took my first oath decades ago when I was a teenager. I view that as a lifetime oath and a promise to the country to uphold the Constitution, to defend this nation against our foreign enemies. That's what's going on here. You know, there are allegations that we are withholding foreign military aid intended to combat Russian aggression in Europe for a political advantage by a sitting president. You know, politics can't be a part of this analysis. We have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do and that we are upholding our oaths. You know, for the seven of us that wrote that op-ed last night, you know, our oaths are not just words. They are a way of life. They dictate what we're doing and how we do it here in Washington.
Speaker Pelosi, as you know, Congresswoman Spanberger is set to hold this meeting roughly 4.5 hours from now, if my math's right. What do you hope to hear from the Speaker, and what do you plan to say to her?
So what I hope to hear within our caucus meeting and what I hope to be the message within our caucus is that these allegations are serious. These allegations, if proven true, as we've stated in our op-ed, do represent impeachable offenses. And because we are talking about something so profoundly important, we need to do our due diligence. We need to be methodical. We need to be thoughtful in how it is that we pursue our investigations, our inquiry into these circumstances, because our goal, our role as members of Congress should be to either prove or disprove these allegations. It's vitally important that the American people know if these allegations are true or false. We shouldn't enter into this next phase with any predetermined outcome, but we need to absolutely recognize the severity and the profound nature of these allegations and seek to get to the bottom of them.
Congressman Crow, if there are impeachment proceedings, should those proceedings be restricted to just this whistleblower complaint, just this phone call with the president of Ukraine, or should those impeachment proceedings include some of the other allegations?
Well, this is about U.S. national security. You know, the seven of us have backgrounds in national security, either in the military or defense, diplomatic, or intelligence agencies. You know, for us, our fundamental role here is to protect the country and to fulfill our oath. And we have to make sure that we're getting all the information that we need to discharge that duty. You know, and I don't think we go into that limiting ourselves as to what we can and cannot look at. I think we need all the facts. We need the information to make sure that we are protecting the nation. That's what this is about, and we have to make sure that we're doing that.
Congressman Crow, thank you. Congresswoman Spanberger, a big thanks to you as well.